3 out of 3 at Haydock. Such a popular horse. Clyne, then the horse we've just seen. And the bottom one is Serge for Nicky Henderson, Daryl Jacob. Previous winner, Monolic Rendezvous, was actually third last year, is a non-runner. A quick show from Matt.
Yeah, I think the first thing it's worth saying is that the shortest price of any of these for the champion hurdle is the
one was particularly fluent. He out-jumped Clyne there. Irving in the sheepskin noseband landed in third. Ahead of Serge, Daryl Jacob in the shades of green, and Cirrus Darius, keen off this early gallop, held up as they crossed the second, and a new one again, taking it fluently ahead of Clyne. Irving tracking them from Serge, and Cirrus Darius on his return from this lengthy absence, just racing out a little wider and taking a firm grip. Over the third they go, and a nod on landing there from Cirrus Darius. If anything, he was probably a little over-enthusiastic. He's running with a choke out a little, and Brian Hughes at pains to try and get him settled. He just drops him into the wake of Irving and on the quarters of Serge. At the back of the field, Sam Twiston-Davies and the new one lead them with a circuit to travel. They'll round the paddock turn, a length and a half clear. It's a Clyne. Around the outer, Irving is close up in third, and then Serge, and finally Cirrus Darius, heading away towards the first of a trio of flights across in the back straight. And the new one, looking for a hat-trick of successes in this Grade 2 contest, with Irving and Harry Cobden in the dark blue, just edging a little bit closer, perhaps keen not to allow Sam to have it all his own way in front on the new one. Clyne, who can go a little in snatches in his races, right down the inside in third, then Serge, Jacob sitting quietly in fourth. Cirrus Darius remains at the tail but in touch. Here's the fourth. The new one. Hey, now jumping Clyne, and Irving has gone. Irving has taken a tumbling fall, landed steeply just on the heels of the new one. He's on his feet, Irving, and so too Harry Cobden. But out of the race at the fourth, and Clyne is in front as they go to halfway from the new one. Serge gave it plenty of daylight in third, and then Cirrus Darius. So a field reduced by one, Irving being led away from the landing side of that fourth flight as Clyne leads the new one on towards the only other obstacle in the back straight. Jacob is still sitting quietly in third on Serge. Clyne a good lead there, not so from Serge. He got him tight to the bottom of that one. Cirrus Darius remains last of the quartet. He's travelled enthusiastically so far, and so Clyne will lead them on this long, sweeping left-hand turn for home. He's a length up on the new one. Adam Wedge and Clyne just upping the ante a little, striding on from the new one. Serge sitting right on the new one's tail, and Cirrus Darius is only a half length away, and heads turn for home. They enter the final half mark. These last three flights coming up to them. Twiston-Davies has to shake up the new one now, perhaps just caught a little flat-footed when Clyne quickened off the last part of the turn. The new one, though, has him in his sights. Serge still waited within third, and then Cirrus Darius. Here's three out. Clyne and Adam Wedge. A good jump, quicker than the new one, who kicked it to the ground. Serge now is inching into it. Jacob at pains to hold on to him for as long as possible. Cirrus Darius held, it would seem, back in fourth. Here's the second last. Clyne, the new one, coming to have another crack at him, and Serge going for an up the rail on down to the final flight. Clyne having to dig in. Twiston-Davies full ball though on the new one, who draws up sides. Clyne stares him in the eye. Serge right behind him. Three within half a length as they land over the last. Clyne in the centre. The new one on the near side. Serge driven hard, can't quite get on terms. Clyne won't lie down. The new one though is wearing away at him. Flared nostrils either way. The new one on the near side of Clyne. The new one just proving the stronger. Class comes to the fore, and the new one completes a hat-trick of wins in the champion hurdle trial. He inches out Clyne, who went down fighting. Serge in third, and then Cirrus Darius.
This old boy, he's all heart, the new one. This was hard work for him today in this champion hurdle.